Okay, darlings, this is your moment of meditation. Take 3 deep breaths in. So this is group 1, this is group 2, and this is group 3. See which one attracts you, which one draws your eyes. Could be the backs of the covers, could be the positions, could be the colors. Okay, let's begin. Okay, group 1, we will begin. For the next 2 weeks, you will have a archetype, so something like the overall theme for you for the next 2 weeks, and yours is justice. Okay. Okay, for you guys, in the next 2 weeks, you're gonna want to get down. You want to uncover something, so you really want to get down to business in regards to one thing in particular subject. For some of you, it might be legal matters. There will be legal matters where you will need to do some research, and you will need to come to a decision of some sort, maybe a settlement, and if this is legal matters, or but there's something that you need to uncover. Like there's like when it comes to the nitty-gritty, like you want to get down, just settle things once and for all. That's the theme. That's what's going to be propelling you these next 2 weeks. There's going to be something that you've been contemplating. And I want to say also that you want to see eye to eye with someone or a situation. So if this is legal matters, you do want something peaceful, and you're looking for something that will create fairness for all. And even if this is not legal matters, you want to see eye to eye with someone in the next 2 weeks. You don't want to keep fighting. I feel like there's been a lot of bloodshed, there's been a lot of tears, there's been a lot of arguments, and it's like final phases of it all. You just want the truth to come out. I'm feeling. And I feel like you just want to move forward instead of backwards. Let's see what the cards say. We'll get to that. Devil. Nine of reverse and queen. Does one of you have a bunny? For some reason I'm seeing a bunny over here, which could also represent something fast coming, so fast arriving. But I don't know, I'm getting the feeling like it's or your animal totem. There's a symbolism in a bunny or a rabbit that could be very significant for you, for whatever you're going through. If I'm not mistaken, it's also fast news that could be coming in. And bunnies also represent fertility. So maybe some of you are pregnant, or you're wondering if you're pregnant, or you would like to get pregnant. It's usually a good omen to have. Okay, so yes, so going back to the theme and what I'm seeing here with the tarot cards right now is that there has definitely been a lot of arguments going on. They've been a lot of wounds especially in regards to your heart. You feel like you were stabbed in the back or you were stabbed in the heart. You feel like, I want to say, like you just don't feel like you've been heard. This has led to a lot of emotions. You haven't been feeling yourself, really. And there's also always this temptation of coming back. Like you right now, the Page of Wands, you're starting to practice the art of creating. Now, creating is an incredible tool to have. And at this stage, it's less about the outcome and more about the journey. So, at this present moment, you are the Page of Wands. So, you are the page of the creation of all your desires and all your hopes and dreams. And a lot of people would say that the Page of Wands is really about the almost like a dreamer's card, because Wands is all about passion and fulfillment, I would even say, of this passion and basic needs. And like you can only really get passion once and embark in a fulfilling way of utilizing passion when all your needs have been met. This is my interpretation of it, when all your needs have been met and you're in that phase of really discovering who you are and actually what you want and what you really need, and being able to voice it, but also still remain very curious about it all. But there's still a possibility of you're kind of like going back and forth. You still have your moments of, I feel like it's just like a program that is, and programs, what I mean by programs is the subconscious mind is kind of has taken over. And when the subconscious mind, and I mean, this is not something you've done, this is just um, what everybody really goes through from the ages of 0 to 7 years old, because from ages 0 to 7, we are sponges and we're just absorbing everything. So this is something that's probably been passed down from generation to generation to generation. But if you're in this stage, it's because you're now breaking the cycle and creating a new one. Right now, you can't just skip ahead and be like, this is where I want to be. I want to be here now. That's not the purpose of life, I don't believe, from my experiences in this journey. Right now, it's all about having fun with it. So, really focusing on what sparks joy. Once is all about desires and what sparks that joy within us that gets us moving and gets us to the destination. It's the best way of living life, basically, in my opinion. And you are breaking down, but there's still chances that you will go back, and that's normal. There's always a transitional phase when it comes to your old self and to the new self. And these are, I would say, kind of like tests, but they're necessary so everything gets up in the surface so we can actually understand and clean them up. Clean that kind of subconscious gunk. And for you right now, it's really like the hurt and the pain that you have encountered and went through with this significant other, probably that is kind of like, I feel like for some of you, probably there's kids involved, and maybe the traditional like the justice system is you're in the middle of a battle, and it's like a custody battle almost that I'm sensing here, or it feels like that because there's children involved. It's been kind of painful and harder to make certain decisions. So yeah, it's been very emotional, and because of this, you haven't been really feeling yourself in the last, like leading up to this newfound Page of Wands. And you don't feel like you don't feel like you're where you'd like to be in terms of accomplishment and in terms of satisfaction of gaining all the materials that you hope, and gaining the lifestyle that you once desired. But I feel like that lifestyle is also changing slightly. And as soon as you break these cycles, I feel like all these elements over here that are reversed will come in their upright position. So you have the Emperor, Nine of Materials, and the Queen of Emotions. And I feel like this is what's going to not alter, but this is what you will gain with the continuous practice. And that's the beauty. And I say beauty because I went through it for so long. The the search for my own inner light and for my own purpose, and it it feels so tedious, and it could get really annoying, but the satisfaction once you've actually attained that light, once you see the light at the end of the tunnel, it will remind you of why you came on this planet, why you are experiencing these experiences, and if you take away anything from this, you will be stronger after this. Like, I'm feeling the phoenix energy over here. I feel like you have a longing for purpose, or a longing for being at the end of your journey. The thing with that is that it's never really the end. So might as well enjoy it while you still can. Your life is not over. It doesn't matter how old you are. Think of it like this. Even if you were like 60 years old, you might still have a good 20 years if you obviously take care of your vessel, your body. But 20 years is a long time to just like, whatever. My life is over. That's 20 years of telling yourself my life is over. That's like 365 days times 10, 20, even 30 years. That's like a lot of days when it could be spent in such a joyful way, in a way where you keep on moving closer to the happiness and closer to your purpose. And I'm feeling here, as soon as you hit it, at that sweet spot, things will just happen so quickly that you're just gonna be overwhelmed in a good way and so happy that you didn't quit and you didn't let these old behaviors and experiences break you and shake you down and keep you down. You will be the queen of your emotions, the master of your, like the ultimate entrepreneur, the ultimate king of your domain. Almost like I'm getting here that you won't even need a man if this is one of those experiences. And you will have, like, I don't know if you can actually see, but this is a beautiful depiction of Nine of Materials where the woman is just embracing everything that's just lovingly being handed to her, lovingly being just dropping on her lap. And that's because she's opened up her heart. She's opened up and let go of control of the outcome and letting go of control of what needs to be and how it needs to be, and just embracing life to the fullest and just embracing the happy moments and being grateful. And this gratitude just brings more of the like more, in this case is flowers, is roses, so just more roses. So in conclusion, keep asking questions, keep asking questions, keep moving, and you will be going in and out of your old habits and old thought patterns and old behaviors. Just come back to source. Don't get stuck there. Don't stay in these places. That's when you get lost, and that's when we don't come back, is when we get stuck. And always remember, the only thing that you need to do is make a different choice. If you keep making the same choice, you'll always be getting the same results. So all you need to do is just make a different choice. Yeah, I think that's it for group one for the next 2 weeks. Also, these readings are timeless, so if you are here at a different time space, you're probably meant to hear something in here. And I did not put any Reiki energy this time around. I was already a little, this video is already coming out a little later than expected, but there will be next time. And before I leave you off, you have one kind of like self-care, just guidance for the next 2 weeks. And you have a tall tale. Okay, yeah, so this goes back to the habits that we were talking about. So the tall tale is all about, what is the story you keep telling yourself? What is the story? And I don't know why I'm feeling the energy of a good friend. Leah, if you're watching this, this is for you, for sure. So what is the story that you keep telling yourself? Is it a lie? Is it a way for you to stay stuck in these patterns? Is it the excuses that you keep telling yourself for not becoming your happiest self, embracing all your dreams and all the needs that you need? embracing your needs and all the desires and all your wants. It's time to tell a different story. You know, Louise Hay, I've been coming back to her. I like going back to certain teachers that I've learned from, and that'd be good to maybe go back to certain people that have inspired you in addition to new people. And she mentioned that affirmations, which we all assume is always positive affirmations, is not necessarily always positive. The affirmations we tell ourselves, actually, affirmations every single day, all the time, and these affirmations could be positive, but they most of the time are negative. They distract us from where we want to go, and they just most of the time are excuses and examples of one being stuck, staying stuck. It's giving us excuses to stay stuck in our old habits and our old behaviors that don't really lead us anywhere. And it just creates this momentum, and it just feeds into our program. It just creates this vicious circle, a momentum in our subconscious to keep running these programs. So it's time to tell a different story. And the best way to do this, as per Louise Hay, and I've been applying it recently, and it does actually work. Once you start knowing your programs, when you're able to pinpoint them and able to use the right affirmations that not contradict, but more nullifies, I guess. It's probably not the word. There's, I'm butchering it for sure, but it it cancels out the frequency and the vibration. And if you're able to find affirmations that really resonate with you, that really gets your heart to sing, keep telling yourself those affirmations. These are the ones that's going to raise your frequency, and these are the ones that will help you change the routine, change the behavior, change the pattern. Ooh, wow, this was deep, guys. My heart, like, bless your heart, bless your soul. This is not easy. I've been there. Don't give up. Your happiness is worth fighting for. 150,000%. And that's it for today. That's it for group one. I mean, I'll see you guys at my next new moon. Peace. Okay, I'm back for pile two, group two. Let's see what your archetype. Let's see what's the overall theme for the next 2 weeks for you. So I've been liking this new kind of way of reading. So I pick a specific card for kind of like archetype, the ultimate energies that are hovering around this next 2 weeks for you. The Chariot. Oh, wow. Okay. Lots of movement. There's going to be, some of you will be moving literally, and some of you are just moving forward in, I'm feeling a project and moving forward in a relationship, and at a fast, quick pace too. Like you might not feel it going quickly, but something's being uncovered, something's being unveiled, and it's just, I feel like it's more energetically. This might be even you. Maybe you've been working on yourself and you've been feeling this massive just upgrade, and you've been just feeling yourself moving forward into this higher version of yourself. And you've been seeing the signs, like you've been seeing, what's that word I'm looking for? You've been seeing the fruits from your hard work. So maybe you're hearing stuff now, maybe you are sensing more, maybe you're more intuitive. And wow, yeah, my flame, I don't know if, I don't think you can see it here, but my flame just got huge. So yeah, very strong, powerful beings you guys are. You've done a lot of work on yourself, I'm sensing, and you are now or soon going to share that with the world. Okay, what else do we have? We'll look at these later. Six of Emotions. Yes, whatever you're working on, even yourself, it's not going to be done. Like if this is a project, it's not going to be done in the next 2 weeks. You have both the moon and the cosmic world over here that are in reverse. So for me, that says that there's still a lot of things that need to be uncovered. There's still a lot of things that need to be unmasked for it to be completed, for this cycle to be completed, including like your growth cycle. So the next 2 weeks, you're still gonna feel maybe like you're still gonna feel like you're not moving forward, but this is just a confirmation, especially with the Chariot, that you are moving forward. Spend a lot of times with friends as much as you can. You need to kind of really keep your energies and your vibration high. Get together with friends. It might be harder right now, but you know, we can still get together um, in ways that are, what's the word I'm looking for? That doesn't make you feel like you're um, what's it called? Harming anybody. So there's like virtual calls, or you can go out for walks. You could go to um, go for a cup of coffee to get for takeout. And I'm saying all this because there's still like the 2020 pandemic that is now in 2021. But again, these videos are timeless. So if you're here right now, it's because there's something in here for you. But yeah, like just get in touch with friends, get in touch with people that are in the same circle as you, that are in the same wavelength and experiencing the same things. You need people that you can communicate with and help you feel normal, basically, is what I'm saying here. There is a man, there is a man in your life right now that is helping this transition and it's moving very fast. Maybe this person is the one traveling and actually coming to see you. And it's a man that is very in tune with himself and very calm. And also got his finances probably pretty on point. But I feel like there's going to be a lot to celebrate once this person comes in. I feel like you've been having a lot of inner conflict. The the Five of Wands usually means you're fighting with others, but I'm feeling here that you've been just more fighting with yourself. And maybe also fighting against certain systems. So maybe you've been someone who's been kind of rebellious with whatever was going on or has been going on. One of those truth seekers during these times. Just don't let it suck your energy. I feel here that I might really have a tendency of taking more. Just remember the only person you can change is yourself, and that ripple effect will help create a beautiful new world if that is something that you're seeking to do. Always work on your frequency first. The inspiration will come, and you cannot force anybody to change. Child, this fighting that's going on right now within you has to do with you ignoring your inner child. I feel like there's a playfulness that really wants to come out, really wants to shine, and you've been just fighting a little bit with yourself. I feel like something needs to be uncovered and forgiven as well. I'm feeling also that as soon as you reconnect with your inner child, like you're someone who has done a lot of work, but has maybe ignored the inner child and what it has to say and what it's been wanting to say. But that's what's going to propel you forward. I feel like it's one of the things that are still hidden, the hidden aspects that you still need to uncover and really like dig deep. You were hurt, and all this fighting that, like this warriorness inside you, has to do with a hurt from your childhood. And once you find what that is and you forgive, I feel like your heart is just going to open up even wider, and it's just going to expand your awareness, and your gifts will just like, they'll just explode in a good way. Whoever this man is, or maybe you'll be traveling with him also. That's a possibility. Whoever he is, he's good to you. Keep him for now at least. Well, yeah, this man, keep him around for a little while at least. He's very good to you. And I feel like you can learn a lot from him too. He has like a little son over here. Before I leave you guys, you have little guiding. I picked some cards specifically for your guidance. So you have Waking the Lion and the Land in Between. Wow, okay. So there is an incredible force that is coming within you. You're gaining courage to become this wise and spiritually aligned, gifted, this cosmic being that has come here to help the world. But you are right now in this transitional period. And it's funny because I feel like so many people are going, my group ones also, in my group one, there's also a transitional period, and it's all about being okay with where you are. It's okay that you don't know everything. It's okay that you haven't contacted your inner child. It's okay to, not know what's going on within your life, who this person is, and yada yada yada. Reduce the muck by getting rid of the details. Letting go of control is not fussing over the details, and I feel like that's what you've been doing. And you just keep doing that, but on the same time, you want to really tap into that inner fire, to that inner courage that will help you awaken and just expand your consciousness and your desires and your needs, and like even like I want to say, don't be shy by acting out your desires. And I'm not saying to force things or force anybody or be rude about it, but you know, just take the steps, take the first steps, and you might get shut down. You might have someone say no, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just to help you gain the courage. It's not the amount of times you fall down, but how many times you pick yourself up that counts, basically. And I feel like you will bring you closer to what you really want, and whether it's fantasies or whether it's you connecting with ancestral beings and goddesses and whatever it is, whatever your desires is, take the first steps. Start building that courage up. And that's it for you guys for this full moon reading. I will leave you at it. Can't wait to hear your experiences and hear how your week went. Don't be shy. And that's it. Have a great day. Ciao. Okay, group 3, let's get right into it. We're going to start with your archetype for the next 2 weeks. Basically, your overall energy. So the ones that are like the one that is ruling for overall this next 2 weeks. And you got the star. Wow, yes. So hope is in the horizons. The star is all about whatever you've been desiring and wanting, it is coming forth. To me, I see this as a shooting star. So whatever wish you made, it will come true. As long as you stay true to yourself and you honor yourself, you honor who you are, you honor what you want, and you listen to your heart. To me, it's kind of like the heart center. This is where all your desires lay. I feel like most of you are going to be waking up and living your dream. And it might even happen within the next 2 weeks, but I feel like it's really harboring that hope and that faith that'll be, and really listening to your heart. And like I said, really honoring just honoring yourself, your truth. We'll get to those later. Nine of Wands. Yes, actually, I have an extra card. Wow, most of my cards have been in reverse. Okay, for most of you, you feel like I'm sensing a stagnation here. So I feel like something's been stagnant. So you've been feeling stagnant, or you've been wanting things to move along quicker. And I'm here to tell you that it's not supposed to go faster. You're supposed to just embrace the period. Embrace where you are right now. You have the Knight of Wands, so there's a spark that's been lit. So whatever you've been desiring or working towards, if it's spiritual or materialistic, it is coming to fruition. I feel like some of you is a job. I see the Ace of Pentacles over here. You guys been wanting a job or wanting some kind of extra income for yourself, and it is on the way. Like there is a little bit of delays that I'm seeing here in the next 2 weeks, but it is coming. Okay, in the next 2 weeks, there's a lot of things that are going to I want to say need to change, but that's not what I really want to say. Like, I feel like you might have been following certain rules and following um, certain norms, and you're not supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to be following your own guidance system. You're supposed to be following your own, I want to say, religion. There's the Hierophant in reverse to me is always breaking free from pre-constructed religious like base. So something that is very traditional, very conservative, and all. That's not. You have spark within you, and it needs to flame on. It needs to flame on. Just flame that burning desire that you have, and rock it. Rock it, girl, honey, boy, rock it. And you're still in a novice phase, so you are rocking it, you are owning it, but you tend to burn yourself. Like you haven't mastered the balance yet, so it's or you burn yourself out completely, you haven't learned how to ground yourself, or or you're not using it at all. And that's okay because again, even in this group, you're in a transition, like you're in a transitional phase. Like to me, the Wheel of Fortune means that you haven't come full circle yet. So there's certain traditions that you're not supposed to be walking. You've done it once and you've learned what you needed to learn, and now it's time to move on. I'm sensing also that you feel a little uninspired, and the only thing that I can recommend for this is to pay attention to cats this next 2 weeks, especially black cats. I feel like they have something they want to tell you. Pay attention to what's around or what you're thinking or who's around. And I would even say to take the steps if there is a person there, say hi, strike a conversation, do something different. The page of inspirations, the page is all about the curiosity. Um, to me, it's also like taking that leap of faith because again, you have a lot of you have another wand over here, and it's about desires and passion and taking action. To me, I feel like wands is it's also taking action towards these desires, and to do that, you sometimes have to do things that is out of your comfort zone. So pay attention to black cats and strike a conversation with someone and see where it leads you. And I feel like this might help you break free from the creative slum that you feel like you have. Another thing I would also encourage, highly encourage, is to get out of your house, get out of your hermit stage. I feel like this will help the whole transition and faith. I don't know why I'm feeling here that you just need to get out of your kind of rut. I mean, by that I mean like your comfort zone. So this like safe little cocoon that you've created for yourself. Get out of that. Do things that are so simple and so basic, but raises the frequency so high, like sun gazing, like seeing a sunset or seeing a sunrise, doing certain rituals. I see a lot of like self care work as well. And I feel like the more you get out of your comfort zone, the more you will be able to tap in to this high priestess, to this inner knowing, to your intuition. You need to practice your intuition so you know what steps to take. And it'll give you a chance to listen and feel your heart. The more you get out of your comfort zone, the more your heart will try to speak. It's just right now you have to kind of sift and go through the learned stuff, the learned behaviors, and the gunk a little bit. But the newfound, like the faith is there, and you're gonna see it. There's gonna be so much confirmation in the next 2 weeks. And you, like, I'm feeling here that you've been working so much on your creator's ability, and just keep doing it. And it's okay if you don't see all the results. The results. You're not meant to just yet. You're in this phase of exploration. You're in this phase of breaking certain traditions, breaking certain just traditional ways, because you're meant to walk a different path and to spark. And also, I'm sensing here to also shine light on somebody else or other people, but this will come with time. I feel like you're finally embracing this in between phase, that you're finally embraces this in between world, this transition. You're enjoying the playfulness of it, the curiosity of it. That's what I see. Like, it's, you're moving forward, but keep working on the curiosity and asking questions and doing things that you're uncomfortable with. Like simple little things. I'm not saying to go and skydive or to go and um, get a tattoo if that's not something you do, but just small little things. Like I said, when you see someone that you've seen a couple of times on the street, go talk to them, spark up some kind of conversation. It might flop, but it's just gonna get you better and better. And this will, I believe, turn over and just help you. I feel like this, the high priestess and the star here go hand in hand. Just keep doing what you're doing is the message that I'm getting here. It's a really awesome message. Very simple, straight to the point. And with that, you also got two guiding. I decided to pick two cards just for guidance and more information for the next 2 weeks, but mostly guidance. And you have Broken Open and a Perfect Symphony. Wow, okay, so you are definitely just turning into the best version of yourself. You're moving forward. You're breaking free from all these old constructive behaviors, all these that were like in reverse. You're breaking free from them, and you are, like I said, when you break, it's like the phoenix, right? When you burn in the ashes, you get reborn, and I feel like that's what you are doing, and you have been doing, and the the star is just like confirmation that the next 2 weeks, this is exactly what's going to happen. You're going to slowly chip away of everything that no longer serves you, and this and your inner light will shine bright as long as you let it, as long as you do the work and also get uncomfortable, because you'll feel the difference. When you're comfortable, your heart opens. When you're uncomfortable, it retracts. But the idea is to keep it open when it retracts. That's the practice here. That I feel it's very important. And in perfect symphony, so whoever you're in collaboration or you're in you are collaborating with, you guys will create a nice symphony, a great harmony together. I feel like your basic needs are starting to get met, and because of this, you're able to sing your tune accordingly and sing your tune unapologetically. And because of that, speaking your truth and singing your song, you'll be able to sing with other people. And that's what's happening right here and right now. Just stay true to yourself. And I think that is it for my group threes, for my pile threes. Thank you so much for joining me this time around again. For those who have come back, thank you again and again and again and again. I love hearing your comments. I love reading your comments, and it just brings me so much joy to be able to do this. And that's it. Have a great week, guys. Love you.